Wall jumping or wall bouncing is as close to wall running as we can get in Apex Legends. This movement technique was found way back when the game first released, and it has been a staple in the Apex movement meta ever since. In this video, I will teach you how to wall jump, then show you how to effectively use wall jumping in-game. Wall jumping can lead to some insane plays, but if used wrong, can also make you an easy target and throw the fight. So learning how to use wall jumping is almost even more important than learning the skill itself. Wall jumping is very powerful, but you know what else is really powerful? These tutorials. So to ensure you catch all my future tutorials, consider subscribing. And if you find this video helpful, leave a like and I'll make sure to make more of these. Before you start wall jumping, let me quickly teach you how wall jumping works. As you know, when you climb the side of an object, there is a climb animation. Duh. What you might not know is that if you jump during that climb animation, you jump off the wall. This is basically how wall jumping works. You jump towards a wall, then the split second you enter this climb animation, you jump off. This sends you up and away from the wall. Now that you know how it works, let's start wall jumping. The best place to practice wall jumping are these walls near the back right corner of the firing range. First, practice running at a 45-degree angle towards the wall. Slide jump, air strafe the wall, then turn your mouse towards the wall. When you hit the wall, let go of all your keys. I'm trying to get you to initiate the climbing animation without actually climbing up the wall. It should feel like you're sliding against the wall. If you're having trouble, I have found that you need to be looking straight at the wall to wall jump. So make sure you're looking perpendicular to the wall when you hit it. After you get the hang of this, all you need to do is jump right after you hit the wall. You can do this with the spacebar or the jump button on controller, but I recommend using scroll wheel bound to jump. It is way easier to be consistent this way. If you're finding that you don't get the timing consistently, try scrolling a bit slower. That was my problem when I was trying to learn it in the first place. There you go. You know how to wall jump. With some practice, you can get nasty clips like these.
moZAMBIQU.
Okay, maybe not for a while. Now, let's talk about the most important part, applications. Wall jumping can be used for a lot of movement around every map. You can pretty much wall jump off any vertical surface. Use this for getting over gaps or quickly getting over fences or walls. The only limit on what is possible is your creativity. An advanced technique is tap-strafe wall jumping. You can actually tap-strafe into a wall jump. This can lead to some crazy movement possibilities. If you don't know how to tap-strafe, I actually have a tutorial on it. It's in my tutorial playlist that is linked in the top right corner as well as at the end of the video. Tap-strafing is almost more important to learn than wall jumping, so make sure you check that out. Wall jumping in fights is very different. Generally, wall jumping during a fight is just a flex. Like if you're up against someone who's garbage and you want to assert your dominance, wall jump 360 Mastiff that kid. He will know you're the better player, you will know you're the better player. I already knew you were the better player because you're watching this video. But using wall jumping tactically is tricky. The best way to use wall jumping is when the opponent doesn't have a line of sight on you. You could wall jump around a corner and come from a direction and a height he wasn't expecting, catching him off guard and putting yourself in a better place to win the fight. It also has a psychological effect on the opponent, potentially making him second guess whether or not he can beat your wall jumping crackhead ass. In fights, use wall jumping as a way to throw off your opponent. Only wall jump when the opponent does not have line of sight on you, because if you don't, it makes you a really easy target. With that in mind, you should be good. If you learned something from this video, give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss any future tutorials. Now it's time for you to take what you've learned and go practice it. If you follow these steps, I'm sure that you'll be wall jumping in no time.